Regina.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hey, we were just talking about you the other day. Okay, Coach Chestnut and I.
Yes.
And he said, "This is someone that you got to get on the show, Joe." And I said, "Okay, yeah. I like Coach's recommendations." He goes, "Why?" I go, "Why?" Well, he goes, "What a survival story you have."
Yes.
Okay. And then he proceeded to fill me in on some of the information. You were in a very bad kitchen fire. Is that accurate?
Well, actually, it was at the church. It was outside.
It was outside. Okay.
Of our church. Yes.
Okay. What year we're looking at?
2014.
Okay, so in 2014, where are you from originally, Regina?
I was born in Mobile, Alabama, and I grew up in Buffalo, New York.
Mobile. Oh, I thought it was pronounced mobile.
Mobile.
Oh, Mobile. Okay,
Yes.
okay, I'm learning.
Shots fired.
I don't use a mobile phone, though. It's spelled the same.
Exactly.
Right.
Insert
I
instigation.
love it. Why? What? That's not hate speech, though. Stop reporting me. But, okay, so...
Report.
Boom. The 2014, are you in Buffalo at this time, or?
No, I was here in Clarksville.
In Clarksville.
Yes.
Okay. What was the church having? What was it, a type of function?
It was a Father's Day brunch.
Okay.
And I was only there to sing on the program, and they had a propane fryer outside.
Okay.
And so after I finished singing,
Yeah.
excuse me, I went outside and I helped them carry the fish to and from back, inside to the fathers.
Uh-huh.
So we got down to the last 7 pieces of fish. And my friend stepped away, which was frying the fish. It smelled like it was burning. I went over to the fryer to check, and I didn't know that my sundress had caught on a burner.
So it was the dress that initially got the flame.
Yes.
Okay.
It was windy outside. I dropped the fryer. I tried to shake my sundress off, the flame off. And
as soon as you first saw the flame, what were you thinking? Immediate thoughts?
I was just like, oh my gosh. So
Like it wasn't even happening. Like it wasn't even real.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I thought I can shake the bottom of the dress to get it off.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the wind was so strong.
And that wind is making that flame grow.
Right. And
Okay.
the material of my dress that I had on, it just
Do you remember
swept it up.
what type of material was it?
I don't remember. It was a mixed material.
Okay,
but it went up
Fast.
And I was standing there like in a ball of fire,
Unreal.
not thinking.
No stop, drop, and roll. Remember that
Yes,
campaign,
exactly.
right? But
I panicked.
Panicked.
Ran.
Uh-huh.
And one of the members of the church chased me down, rolled me over.
Yeah.
You can literally see my skin on the ground.
Unreal.
And when they put the fire out.
Yeah. How
first-
long? How long were you on fire for?
I don't even know.
Okay.
To be honest with
Yeah.
you. After which, they put the fire out, and I remember just thanking God, because I thought that was it for me at that time.
Yeah. Did while you're on fire, thoughts of death?
Yes. I said, Lord, this is it. But he said, not so.
Okay.
And-
What about the pain? During the fire?
During the fire, unbelievably, I couldn't feel it.
The adrenaline.
Right.
Okay.
Until after they put it out. That's when I began to feel the pain.
Uh-huh.
And one of the deacons said from the church, he told one of his daughters that I could never done what she just did, what Gina just did. She was on fire. And then after they put it out, she praising God.
Uh-huh.
Because I knew right there who spared my life.
Yeah. The man upstairs.
That's it.
Right.
I could have been gone.
It sounds like you should have been gone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so you're on the ground. The fire's out. Okay,
Yes.
Are people panicking there? Are people who's calling for an ambulance? What's going on?
I don't know all of the activities that was going around me. I had no idea.
Coach, were you there that day?
No, actually, I was in China.
Okay.
When this took place.
All right.
I had just landed in China,
All right.
and my mother had called me.
Right. So the ambulance had came. and they was telling me to take all my jewelry off, even though I was in excruciating pain. And
Where were the burns? Most of the burns.
all over.
Yeah.
My legs, my back, my arms.
Unreal.
And they life flighted me to Vanderbilt.
Uh-huh.
And I was in a burn unit for 30-something odd days. I had to basically learn how to walk again.
Was the burns? I mean, it obviously went into the muscle and everything. Did it go beyond the skin?
It did.
What are the different degrees of burns? I'm not.
I had third-degree burns, which is the worst.
And
that
third
you
is the
can
worst.
have. Yes.
First degree is pretty much the first layer of skin. Second degree is, and then third is
Is my nerve endings are still not intact to this day.
still numb.
I
No
can't-
feeling.
Yeah, in some parts of my body.
Right.
Already withgone 10 surgeries.
Uh huh.
I was scheduled for.
What were the doctors saying when you first got there?
I was out.
Yeah.
I had no idea
Okay.
what was going on.
And then when you came to and they're finally talking to you, what are they saying? What are the doctors and nurses saying to you?
Well, they really wasn't saying much. All I can remember when I was in ICU is just laying there, just in pain. They wasn't saying much to me. I think more so to my family, to my husband. My husband was actually out of town on training for his job in Virginia when one of the members of the church called him.
Could you
which-
imagine that phone call, right?
Right. And he had driven to Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
So he told me once he got to the hospital, he stood over me.
Mm-hmm.
At first he didn't know what he was going to walk into. But I'm grateful for a strong husband. You know, he prayed for me. And those days that I was in the hospital, he was there every step of the way. Every step. And from this accident, it caused me major depression, major anxiety.
Yeah, like when you get out of the hospital unit, okay. What'd you say? 30 days? You were
30-some odd days.
you were there for over a month.
Yes.
Okay, it's time to go home. All right. Are you feeling like embarrassed at all? Are you feeling some shame?
Oh, yeah.
Why so?
In the beginning, initially, I was okay. People would come to the hospital to visit, and they told me, they was like, Gina, we're here to encourage you, but we feel encouraged when we leave.
When they would show up, and there was the first time seeing you, would you see their reactions?
No.
No. Okay.
No. They would come, and I'll be so drugged up that I would just fall asleep.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
I'll talk to them for a minute and say, how you doing, you know, as long as I could.
Would you always say it like you were Joey from Friends? How you doing? Just like that?
No, not exactly. But it's been a struggle for me.
Yeah.
I'm still going through. I'm still
6 years later.
6 years later. I'm still receiving professional help.
Yeah. What was the getting able to walk again?
Oh, I'm telling you, my legs, because my nerve endings were shot.
Uh-huh.
It was just like my legs were like a noodle, per se.
All right.
And they would have me stand up, and I took maybe 2 steps the first time. Then I had to sit down.
Uh-huh.
Everything was wrong. You have to...
But years of just consistent. I guess, I mean, you had a physical therapist working with you and retraining your muscles?
Oh, yeah. I had nurses come in the house every day. I had occupational therapy. I had physical therapy. And For the most part, I never looked at my scars.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
I never-
You avoided eye contact with
Right.
the damage.
Right. My husband would say,
Why? Why do you think? And is that still to this day? Yeah.
it bothers me.
Yeah. Do you think because it's like a reminder, or is it more of like you have shame for it because?
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to regain my confidence that I had prior to,
Right.
and I can be okay for maybe a month or so, and then depression just hit you like a ton of bricks.
How so? How does it hit? Like, does it
Like
just
a-
come out of nowhere?
It comes out of nowhere.
Like you could be watching something on TV, and stuff like that too. When you see maybe stuff in cinema or TV shows where there's a fire or anything, does that trigger you?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And the news. Like I just wonder why, that our spirit, you see people that perish in fires.
Yeah.
And I just start, crying, and that puts me back.
Well, maybe the reason why you are here, and as you say, spared, okay, is that there's a lot of people out there with burn victims. As you see in the news, I mean, we see these fire stories all the time.
Yes.
And obviously we can sympathize with those people, but you personally can empathize. Perhaps the man upstairs is setting you up for a leadership role to be counseling and talking with these with fire victims.
Yes, I would love it.
Because look at you now. You're here. You're talking on a talk show. I mean, did you ever think that you would be out there and putting your story out there?
No, not at all. But I would love to keep telling my story because there's a lot of people out there that's dealing with the same thing I am. I felt like I was a failure to my family because I used to love to barbecue.
Yeah.
I haven't cooked on a grill.
You can't do it yet, huh?
Can't do it.
Wow.
Like cooking,
Yeah.
can't do it.
And yet it's unfortunate because Coach Chestnut's not a very good cook either, so he can't do it. I had to throw that in there. I had to throw that jab in there.
She already know that.
You got
I'm the prep guy.
the prep.
Yeah, he does pretty good.
Regina, you got an interesting situation, and I see that you want to make the best of it. I also see that you feel that you are, or maybe that you feel that you're a burden to your family too. Is that true?
Yes.
Why do you feel that? What are the situations?
Well, because I'm the mom, I'm the wife. I am the one that take care of the home.
Right.
And when I wasn't able to do so, and when you're so independent, and then you have to ask for help, it hurts.
Yeah, that whole pride thing, right? It sucks, right?
Yes.
But I mean, you're up and about. You're moving around now. Are you physically 100% able to move around, and you got your strength back?
Well, not all.
Okay.
I still suffer with pain.
Okay.
But you learn to live with it, and that's another thing, how the depression will hit, the pain that I live with, and some parts of my body with my burns that I can rub on top of my skin and can't feel it. But you can press down on it and still feel pain because your nerve endings are not back.
Right. What about the medications? Were you put on any pills or anything that
Well, I go to pain management.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do they do there?
They for my hips and stuff. I have different problems with that. That has, it doesn't have much to do with my burns, but
Now, what about singing?
I love it.
I think that's part of the solution. We got to get you back out there singing. When's the last time you sang in public?
Funeral?
Yeah.
Yeah?
My mother-in-law's
Okay.
funeral.
When was that?
last year, August 13th.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to set it up so we create, you know, a nonprofit where you are able to go out and go meet and speak with burn victims, whether it's like that's a tough one, even in the hospital, you know, because like you said, a lot of drugged up and you know, numb.
Yes.
But yeah, we got to figure that out, and I think that will bring you the confidence that you're so looking to have again.
Yes.
And they need to hear it.
Yes. After we left the hospital, the burn unit gave my husband and I a standing ovation.
Wow.
And my doctors, you know, my husband would say, "You're healing good, Regina."
Right.
And I'll just say, okay. But when the nurses came daily, and they would just change my bandages, what have you, and I wouldn't look. You know, they helped me in the shower chair. I still use the shower chair, but it was at that point where they left. They weren't coming anymore. My husband was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I had to finally try it myself, when I finally stood up and the mirror was right there, that's when I cracked.
Yeah.
I saw my body. I
Right.
was just like, I knew it was messed up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still happy that God spared my life, but at the same time, the enemy wanted to attack me.
Any point you blamed God?
No,
No.
I never asked him why,
Yeah.
because why not me?
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and
Well, you're obviously a strong person who was able to do this. Now the dreams, the sleeps, you know, any recurring?
yeah.
Is the smell still there too? You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I panic at home.
Okay.
Like when my husband is cooking on my son and I smell like something. I'm in the back in the room and I yell, "Is something burning?"
Right.
You know?
It's PTSD.
Yeah.
It is. Of
I
course.
have major PTSD.
Of course.
Yeah. So it triggers me all over again. Like,
Has that gotten better at all?
no.
No. Same consistent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We
I'm
got-
trying.
Yeah.
I'm praying.
No,
I'm
it's coming
trying.
together. I mean, look,
Yes.
you're on a show talking about it. I think that's a huge move,
Yes.
right? Have you spoke publicly about what happened and everything that's going on?
Well, not on this type of platform.
Right.
Just individually.
Yeah.
You know, one-on-one with a person that asks me, and I'll tell them. And they just can't believe it. They just, like, when I tell them my story, they like, wow.
Right.
You know, so.
I think it's pretty remarkable what you're doing, and I think you're going to be doing some very effective things in the near future for people that become burn victims, and will be in that first stage of fear and actually just not knowing that stage of not knowing what the hell's happening or what's going to happen.
Yes.
Right, and you're going to be a leader. Yeah, too easy. Forget about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, bada bing. Right.
Bada bing.
Bada boom. Right. Coach, anything?
I like to add, I think one thing that's brought her spirits up is her being able to drive again. I don't know what it is about cars and my family. We don't have, like, you know, Mercedes Benz and all stuff like that, but the ability to just get in a car and go as you see fit and please, and just drive on the back road or just get away. Like, everyone in my family is like that. When we are agitated or just need some alone time, we typically don't go sit in a corner. We normally
Right.
go get in the car
Yes.
and we ride.
That is definitely a control thing.
Yeah.
You have control over something large, you know, and it is really healing. I mean, how many times have we said, you know, I just go for a drive, right?
Yeah, true.
Right. Just not on Wilma Road with that traffic. I mean, that's even
we
more
take
stressful.
back roads.
Yeah.
But
Go for a drive on the back road.
Regina is not, well, we don't even call her Regina. We call her G.
G?
We call her G Money, actually.
Right.
G Money. G Money.
But
good to have you.
Thank you.
On paper, and legally speaking, the government would say she's just my sister-in-law because she's married to my brother, but she's never been like a sister-in-law. She's always been a sister.
Yeah.
Like, we grew up together. Like, she used to come to my high school football games. That's how far we go back.
You would stalk Coach Chestnut? You'd stalk him, or?
Oh, she would be my brother.
You were stalking his brother?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. How about we schedule a day for you and your husband to join us, and we'll play the Not So Newlywed game.
Okay.
And
that'd be great.
And if you do well enough, you get a dinner to Chemo's Hawaiian Bar and Grill.
Okay.
And 125 Franklin Street, downtown Clarksville.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, bring him in. That'd be good.
He's the instigator.
Now, Joe,
Coach Chestnut.
my brother's not the type of person who you can take advantage of.
Oh, the challenge accepted.
Just go ahead and let you know that. Ahead of
Challenge
time.
accepted. Oh, I'm in.
He's
Don't
not the
talk
type
about my husband.
He's not the type of person. He's not the type of person that argues, but he will smack the.
No, we won't have to argue. We'll have a conversation.
He's a smacker.
How dare you talk about my husband?
Yeah, right in front of
Am
her.
I lying though?
I was.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
I plead the fifth.
What's his name?
Jeff.
Jeff.
Bae, he's a smacker.
Can't be that tough with a name like Jeff. The shot's fired.
Oh, okay.
The shot's fired.
He's watching.
Hi, Jeff.
Probably.
Hey, did Jeff ever get that job? when he was out in Georgia for?
No, he was on training.
Oh,
He
training,
already
okay.
had the job.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
He
good.
just
Right.
went there for training. Yeah.
Good deal. Good
Yes.
deal. Intern Shane, you're a young kid, whippersnapper out of Austin P. Not much life experience under your belt, but that's not your fault. You're just young, right? You hear the story. You got anything for G Money?
Well, G Money, I must say that
I love it.
You guys are clowns.
I just want to say that I'm sorry that happened to you.
Thank you.
But think of this as like I hope this doesn't come out of line or anything, but think of this as like, you still get another chance.
Yes.
Like an opportunity to live life to its fullest. Understand the importance of it.
Yes.
And you're doing that right now. You're on a show with amazing people, and
Absolutely.
Well, some are very amazing.
and
It's debatable.
and like it's just amazing to have you on here to tell us your story.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said. Wow. I'm sorry if I look surprised, but
I think he's going to lose that intern title.
yeah.
No, actually, you might want to keep that.
Intern G Money. I like that one. Bae, you work in a kitchen on a daily basis, okay? Flames, fires, the whole bit, and have so for quite some time. You hear a story like this, does anything concern you, and what are your thoughts for Regina?
I'm glad that you can talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
That you didn't, give up. That you can still push on through. But I do think about it sometimes. But if it happens, I don't want it to happen. But
Right.
dangerous.
Man. I couldn't handle it as well as you. That's for sure. G Money, because I have an issue with blaming. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, and I don't wear dresses or anything, but I would be like blaming the dress. I would be, why did I get so close to there? But why did this happen? Why wasn't I over here? But yeah, you're good people. You got a good heart, and the best is yet to come.
Thank you.
I'm just sorry that you're not very good at playing spades. But
Oh no! Who told you that?
Coach Chestnut told me that.
She know I ain't said that. That's
he
my spades part.
cheats.
I don't cheat. I win.
What you do? We need.
He reneged.
I win. Do I get
Yeah.
caught?
He play a heart.
Do
cut
I-
a heart.
do I
Yeah,
get caught?
definitely.
Do I get caught?
We took your books.
I love it.
I will say it's good. Like, I asked her to do this because I feel like me being a teacher and being around young adults so much, like some of the things they complain about, I'll be wanting to tell them. It's so many other things that could go wrong, right?
Yeah.
And like we gotta show more resiliency to trials and tribulations. I think she's an example of that. And it's, things, they come in all different shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
I mean, even Joe, you being in the military and going overseas to combat, it's like now, well, in Fort Campbell, it's just so everybody deploys, right?
Yeah.
But everybody don't come back the same.
No.
It's different. Like it could be anything. Bae could have something happen in the kitchen, or things that go on in my life, or internship. Could be so stressed out about college, but like you never know what someone's going through. So I think we all should just be a little more nicer to people.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a dirtbag all your life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I try to tell people to every smile is not happy. It's deep rooted pain underneath.
Yeah.
Some days I'm like that. I'm like, everybody like, you smile, your beautiful smile, but you don't feel beautiful. You have pain,
Yeah.
deep rooted. So I want to tell the young ladies and whomever is dealing with this that, just hang in there.
I want to introduce you to. I got a battle buddy. Okay. Babe, remember Torch?
Torch? Yeah.
Torch.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic man. All right. 2003. All right. He in Iraq, and 2 helicopters crash. All right, into each other. He and I believe it was just 2 other survivors out of both helicopters, and from face all the way down, and he owns it. He owns it to the point where he took the nickname Torch, and he comes on and I'm going to introduce you to him.
Okay.
Yeah, fantastic story he has, and what a motivational guy that he is, because he in the beginning was very mad, and then now he goes and he talks to other soldiers in hospitals when they come back, after being in combat and they're recovering from their burns.
Right.
Yeah, he's amazing. I'll set that up.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank
too
you.
easy. Torch is the man. Plus, he was my unit. Strike. Yeah.
Quartermaster.
What's the matter with Strike?
Go quartermaster.
Who?
Quartermaster.
He know what quartermaster is. He know we run
Good
the
for
show.
quartermasters.
That's right. Without us, there is no you. What you gonna do? Throw tomatoes?
Y'all said
Quartermasters are good.
Aviano. 227.
Yeah, just
372nd trans.
sometimes the quartermasters though they,
372nd trans.
I don't like him. I'm not going to get him what he's requesting.
Hey, you got to be a little more nice how you handle people.
Oh, the paperwork. There's a lot of paperwork.
Hey, logistics.
Logistics. You know what? You're absolutely right. Hey, do us a favor and make sure to share this on your timeline. Let's help spread Regina's story, okay? Operation G Money in full effect.
all right,
All
G
right.
Money
G-Money.
in the house.
Yeah. Pro Nicholas. I love it. I love it. You rock. Thank you. I appreciate it, Regina.
You're more than welcome.
All right. Let's move forward. National headline news. Did President Donald Trump, did he say that dead veterans are losers? Well, it looks like it's just another fake news story. They're getting desperate, and I'm going to tell you why. That's all coming up next on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Woo!
Salutations. This is Casey Bryant with Local Clarksville. Don't forget to download our app to find local places to eat, shop, and play. You're listening to the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely.